Back out here with Goblina and the twins. They just about got their hay ate up. Got them some more mustard weed this morning before they fed them their hay. Give them a little more different stuff to eat than just hay. These weeds have different vitamins and minerals in them for them. Will you stop being so mean to those babies? You can still see that. And I'm not sure if she is bred or not. She just might be a big tummy. So you can see how thick her hair is. Much thicker than a normal goat. That's why we left her horns. But I mentioned that once before in a video. She's very wanting to see what I've got. So, they seem to be doing pretty good out here. See if you can't see how thick her hair is. This is hair just like, you know, it's pretty long. You know, I mean, it's not as long as regular Angora hair, but it's long enough for you know, longer than what normal Angora Nubian hair is, because she's only half Nubian, but she's half Angora too, so she's got the real thick hair, very thick, very fine, soft. And she's just being mean to the babies right now. She's just a brat. Chewing on me. Stop. And she doesn't do that. If I'm not in here, she doesn't beat on these babies like this. She's just in here because I'm in here, or being mean because I'm in here with them. So, but you can see how thick their hair is too. I mean, how curly. They're going to have some nice curls on for their hair, for the Angoras. Most people with Angoras, on their fleece, they go by the amount of curl that they have, and so they're going to have some nice curls. Lydia's had some nice curls to his fleece, so trying to get good pictures of them so you can see them instead of them just being right on top of me. This is really hard to get it to where you can see them, see their curls without them being on top of me. Cold, rainy, and windy today. So I thought, check and make sure they're okay. The babies seem to be doing all right. They're eating good. Their tummies are full. Their tummies, you know. I just need to get them a little more cleaned up. But I won't do that until we have some warm days and warm nights, and then we'll give them some baths. And with Angoras, they do have lice, so you do have to delice them, especially when you shear them. Now these guys will just put some powder on them and delice them that way. You do it about once every 3 to 4 months in the summertime. In the wintertime, it's pretty hard to do due to the fact that we have a lot of rain and snow. If they were inside a covered building continuously, we could do it a little more often. But during the summer, we do it pretty often. Probably June, middle of June, as soon as the days and nights are staying warm, we'll give them a bath and then delice them. We'll shear their mom and their grandma this year again and delice them again, trim hooves and give shots and deworm everybody, including Goblina. Well, they worm her too as well. And I didn't see or notice any lice on her. She's not, she doesn't, her hair seems to be a little more oilier than the other ones. So she might not have any lice, but I haven't been able to see any on her. She's not rubbing a lot to where, but if you can see, I'm not seeing any on her whatsoever in her hair at all. And then the twins are over here eating all my thing, and she's got to beat up on them. So this one here, eating on my pant leg, eating on my coat. And she's going to come back over here and butt her around, because she's chewing on me, eating hay out from underneath me. And that one's over there by himself. Kids and everybody were worried about them not drinking water, and you can see that they're drinking water. They were coming out bringing bottles of water for them so that they would make sure they had plenty of water, but you can see that they're drinking lots of water. I figured they were. I always think that the little hair on their faces is so cute because it goes over their little eyes and what have you. I was really hoping she was bred, but I'm looking at toying with the idea of getting maybe a Nubian buck and a Nigerian dwarf buck. One, I would want to breed the Nigerian buck to the little doeling here, this one, and the Nubian to her, and maybe the Nigerian to their mom and grandma as well. You can hear the peacock making his little racket. But yeah, I really hope she is bred. There's moments I think she is. She looks bred, and then there's moments she doesn't look bred. So if she is bred, she's only going to have one. And of course, that could be just her rumen, and it's just on this side is where it's the fullest. So anyway, I'm hoping it'd be nice to see what she throws, being that the father would have been Rubius, the registered Angora buck that we had, because he's not related to her whatsoever. Her dad was a Nubian, and her mom was one of the Angora does over there. Amber was her mom. So Rubius was not related to her, so if she's is bred by Rubius, it's totally an okay situation. But since those are brother and sister, we surely don't want him to breed his sister. So as soon as he gets a little older, we're going to take him out. That's why, another reason why I wanted to get a couple of bucks, a Nigerian buck and a Nubian buck, so that he's not going to be by himself. He'll have another buck by himself. And this one here is wanting her head scratched. She's a very friendly goat. Of course, we bottle fed her because her mom is the mom of these two, and they didn't have enough milk. Mom didn't have enough milk for these two, and it didn't look like she was getting enough milk from her mom when she was a baby, so that's why we bottle fed her and the twins. It helps to make them a lot more friendly. You can leave them with their mom and just spend a lot more time with them, you know. But some of us really don't have that kind of time. Now, see how she's using her horn to scratch her back? I've watched elk do that. Put their heads back and scratch their back with their horns. I've watched elk do that. Trust me, these animals that have horns, they know they have them. And they know how to use them on you and themselves and on others. I think I mentioned once before how I had a cow that had horns, and she picked up one of our younger heifers, and she took a chunk of meat, not a lot of meat, but she cut her open pretty good with her horns, and that's when my ex-husband decided to take her horns off, and we had the vet come out and pop them right out. Looked like a pair of post hole diggers in a way. He put those things around her horns and popped them right out of her skull. I felt so sorry for that poor old cow. She just hung her head for days. He stuck some blood clotting medicine in her head, and that was it. And she was a milk cow, one of our good milk cows, and she popped one of our younger heifers, and that's why he took her horns off, because like I say, they know how to use them, and they will use them on you or other animals. So beauty is only skin deep. Beauty fades with age and time, to where real beauty is in the inside of the heart. That's true beauty that never fades. Please subscribe. Please make a comment. Push the notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. And push the like button. And have a great day.